Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Rise of Nations. And I'm going to be playing as Ukraine. Now I'm going to sort out my troops, and as it appears, Russia has just denied my alliance request. That is not very good for me, and it indicates that Russia may invade me. So what I'm going to do is build forts around the cities closest to Russia and on the Russian border. Then what I'm going to do is put troops there. Now, by doing this, by putting troops on them cities, it can help me so much because it'll make it harder for Russia to break through my defences and get into Ukraine. And even if they do, I'm going to build fortifications on my capital and build some more troops there. Now I'm going to quickly just make some motor factories and steel factories and also trade for the resources in order to build them. And then make some tanks. Now that will help me out so much against my war with Russia, if that is to be the case. Now, personally I believe it is, as Ukrainian players always get attacked by Russian players. That's just the way things go. Now I'm going to upgrade my research so I can get more research points, and I am also going to be researching tax collection so I can improve the Ukrainian economy and become the richest country in all of Europe. Oh no, Russia has put troops on the border. Now, my worst nightmares have just come true, and turns out what happens in every game is going to happen in this game as well. Like, why can't Russia just invade Belarus first, you know? Like, why does Ukraine always have to be the first one? So, I'm just going to show this Russian player who is boss, as most of the time Russian players are really low IQ, so, yeah. I'm going to get a military general and assign it to a group so it can have all sorts of buffs to my military, and hopefully we can defeat this Russian threat. Oh gosh, the war is closer than I thought. I'm definitely going to have to get more tanks and military in order to defeat Russia and gain his land. The war has begun, and I am not prepared for this. However, I have my troops in my capital. They are entrenched. There's a fort there, and so yeah. Now I'm just adding them to the military group, and so they'll be even better at defending. Wow, I have a tenth of the losses that Russia does, and that is the same amount of subscribers I have compared to views that I get. So please subscribe. Upon realising that I did not have enough money for more tanks, I decided to go and research more tax collection. However, I did not have enough research points. Now this could be the end of me. However, I remembered that policies were a thing, so I implemented some, and now I'm able to get some tanks. What has happened with Croatia and Bosnia? Look at Slovenia's borders. They're a mess. They're a disgrace to society. Anyways, back to the war with Russia, and Russia is almost entirely pushed out of Ukraine compared to what they once were, and we are about to push in deep into Russia, trust me. But you might want to subscribe so you see the next episode, and you can see we do even greater things than what we do in this episode. So, hey, why don't you give it a go? Wait, where was all of Russia's troops around Moscow? But then I realised China was also at war with Russia, and he was focusing upon China and not me. Now, that helped me out so much, but still wondering, why is he not protecting Moscow? Surely you would want to protect your country's capital. But now I'm deficient. What am I going to do? I'm losing money at a rapid rate. It's almost as if I don't care because I'm going to get it back from Russia. I'm going to get my money back, and I'm going to take land as well, and I am no longer deficient. So, the war is still going along. About 2 years, I believe, since it began, and I'm pushing deep into Russia already. Now, we'll see what happens, but looks like I'm winning. We are about to enter Moscow. Will we succeed unlike those who have come before us? Unlike France, unlike Poland, unlike Germany? Will we capture Moscow? Will Ukraine be the one to bring back down the Russian Federation, with our northern borders stretching all the way to Latvia and our southern going close into the Caucasian mountains? After allying with Germany, my position in Europe was secure, and I will become a great European power destined to rule the world. After hearing in chat that Poland wanted Kaliningrad, I decided that the best course of action was to attempt to annex Kaliningrad, sell it to Poland, and invade. However, obviously Russia declined, but as it seems, Russia is actually pushing deep into Ukrainian-occupied Russian lands, so we will need to build up our military once again, and then defeat all of the Russian army, take over the country, and take back what is rightfully ours. Russia was collapsing, and this is a great sign of our great success. Now, the only problem with afterwards, when we invade Poland, is if Germany gets involved as well. And now if Germany gets involved before we manage to defeat Russia, that could be bad, and we would lose both money and lands. It was at that moment I realised that China is no longer at war with Russia. Now that could be bad for me, but it could be Good. And Russia just sent me a peace treaty. Obviously, I'm going to reject it and send my own. Now, the fact that Russia is sending me a peace treaty shows that he is not ready for this war and he just wants to stop the war. But, you know, we're going to keep going unless we get what we want. For some reason he declined. So we are going to make more tanks and cause the collapse of the Russian Federation. The peace treaty was accepted, and alas, we are no longer at war with Russia, and we can actually start making progress in this game. After checking rankings, I had realised I took Russia down from a superpower all the way down to rank 20 or something, you know. That is great achievement considering I am just the poor country of Ukraine and I defeated the Russian threat. After defeating Moldova, I realised it was my time to prepare my troops for a much greater conquest. After 10 minutes of preparing my troops for a war with Poland, Sweden, just out of the blue, swooped in and started conquering Polish territories one by one. However, Romania still remained, so I was going to take out Romania and then prepare war for Sweden. Now that Poland was out of the way, it was time to rescue my ally of Belarus and defeat Sweden. I got a bit tired of editing, so I had a nice ice cream as a little break and a treat for actually editing and recording this video. Though underprepared, I didn't view Sweden as a threat. Though, looking back, I probably should have. Well, here we go. I'm going to declare war on Sweden and conquer all of Europe. Well, at least I tried my best. Next game, I will conquer the world and I will defeat everyone in my path. Also, this video took me like an entire day to edit, no joke. So, I think that deserves a subscribe, you know. So, yeah, click that red button down below and I'll see you in the next one.